What's up, guys? It's your boy Scion, and I'm back, and this is another episode of the MMO show. And this week, we're going to talk about something cool. We're going to talk about what makes MMOs great to you. Now, the reason why I'm actually doing this is because this is the start of award season, and you guys already know what that means. Every 6 months on my channel, if you look back like the last 2 years, every 6 months I have done, top tens and tops whatever, and it's about that time again. So after this video, you're pretty much gonna see probably for the next week top tens. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is gonna talk about 9 points which make MMOs good and what makes them good, and we're just gonna go into it and have a little bit of fun while we watch some evolved video content. I thought this was a little bit vintage because this game kind of fell apart, but still fun at all. That, it was me, Cyber, Magamu, Calypso, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content while we talk about this. So number one, and what people feel like, this is just me putting this out there and just have a little bit of fun in talking about this. So number one is graphics. Now, it doesn't mean that this is number one on top. Is just the first thing I'm talking about. Graphics mean a lot in an MMO. You gotta have a MMO have graphics. It has to be somewhat appeasing to look at, because I give it, games like Secret World, I have a point to where I start to get tired of looking about how lame Secret World looks. So the story is fine, the gameplay is fine, but after a while I start to be like, I can't look at this anymore, and I just stopped playing. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is when it comes to that. It just happens, and you just want something to have pretty good this is pretty good graphics and content, so you actually can stand looking at it for long periods of time. I think that actually does matter. I used to think that it doesn't matter, but it does matter. So number two, story. I know some people are like, I don't give a hell about the story. I'm just leveling, and I just want to get up to PvP and get up in there and do what I want to do. And you gotta have some, you need to have some type of story. You need to have a reason to be in the world. You need to have a reason to exist in the world. Just why am I here? Like in Warcraft, why am I here? I'm a hero. And in Skyforge, you're a god. In Guild Wars 2, you're a hero who is part of a legendary group. In Elder Scrolls, you're somebody who broke out of a jail. All those games did a good job of making you feel like you're a part of something. Secret World, you're a part of 3 different secret societies. It matters why you're there. You need that in the game. When you really don't have voice acting and content like that, it just really makes you feel like you're just going along on the stream, just grinding, and it's not fun. Nobody likes it. It's just not good all the way around. Now, third, PvP. Now, a lot of people probably feel that, PvP is whatever, I don't care about PvP, but you need to have PvP too, because there needs to be some type of aggression. There needs to be a reason why things are happening. There needs to be a reason why, what's the warring faction here? There needs to be some type of contention going on, and if you don't have that, everything is just happy-go-lucky and just fluffy, and everybody just running around getting loot, and people burn out. That's not going to be a good thing. So 4, PvP was 3. Number 4, monetization. Now, this is a tricky area. Some people buy to win. That's in my head. Buy to play. Some people free to play. Some people just the subscriptions, and pay to play and all that type of stuff. So all these things they have different type of feels now. They're not the same as the way it used to be. It used to be back in the day, well, not back in the day, 10 years ago, all of them used to feel the same. They don't feel the same anymore at all. Buy to play games feel like a finished console type of game. That's how buy to play games feel like. And now buy to play is starting to infringe a little bit on free to play, just a little bit. Not all of them doing it, but it's starting to get a little bit like that. And then the pay to play games feel like AAA titles that you need to come with it if you're going to be pay to play, or nobody's going to pay to play your game. And it's just the way it is right now. And there's so few of them left now that's like that. Like Final Fantasy and Guild Wars 2, and not Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft, and those games make it you like you really they come with it. They come with the content. So you come to expect them to be solid, but you don't necessarily expect a free to play game to be solid. You expect pay to win in that. You expect that you're gonna be able to pay your way through things, which is kind of sad and unfortunate, but it happens, and it's just the way that the monetization has been going. This monetization, right? I don't know what I just said, but that's just the way it's going right now. So, is what it is. Now, 5, community. Community actually does mean something because you can't just run around all day. I know some people do. Don't get me wrong. Some people do actually run around all day and never talk to anybody. That is boring. That is super boring. I hate that. I want to talk to people. I don't want to be antisocial all damn day and just level and don't know anybody, don't have any type of friends, and like if that's what you want to do, fine. Okay, you're a loner. That's all great and good, but come on, you got the game needs to have a good community where you actually feel cool, right? There's people around the world that are playing with you. It should at least be a little bit of camaraderie. You should at least have a little bit of fun with it, and it's just that needs to happen. Number 6, classes. Classes are important because you need to have good classes. It needs to be good balance in MMO. If there's no balance in MMO, you have 2 classes that just kill every goddamn thing, summoners and Blade and Soul, people know what I'm talking about. Uh, if it's just one big cluster F of stuff that people just don't have fun because it's all about this particular character is just overpowered, this particular character can't be stopped, this particular character is just super DPS, this particular character is too tanky. Like if there's no balance between everything, it just all falls apart, and then you just have people on the forums and Reddit and everything else making jokes like I just did, and it just does not work. So with that said, let's move along to trade skills. Trade skills are important because trade skills make it so that you feel you have a sense of accomplishment. You feel that you can do things. You feel that you can have fun in things and make your own gear, make your own way, make it so that hey, you know what? This gear is mine. This is pretty cool. I like having this gear. I like being a part of this world and saying, look, I made this gear, it's my gear, which almost doesn't happen anymore. Trade skills have gotten so watered down and trashed out in MMOs lately that it's no point in like almost in the indie game of making anything on your own. You're better off just going to go kill something, and that's it. That's all you're gonna get right there. That's all it really matters at the end of the day now, and that kind of sucks. I wish it wasn't like that. It's unfortunate, but hey, that's just the thing of it. So next up, since we're talking about trade skills, economy. Economy is an issue when it comes to games having bots. When bots are not controlled, when bots are just running them up, and things are just crazy. The in-game currency is just crazy. You can't sell anything. You can't make any type of profit earning it properly. You can't go out in dungeons and farm stuff and then turn around and sell stuff. It just doesn't work out. So the economy needs to be good. It needs to be controlled. It needs to be watched. So it's just not everything is just all screwed up and stuff like that. It just needs to be pretty good like that. So definitely think about that when it comes to actually what makes an MMO good. And think about this when these are the things that I actually pay attention to when I'm making the criteria for these top lists. So definitely try to pay attention to this so you kind of get an understanding of why I do what I do. Now, number 9 is going to actually be Endgame. You guys all know Endgame has to be important. There has to be a reason. Case in point, Black Desert. What the hell is Black Desert's Endgame? I don't know. To be honest with you, I try to find it. I try to figure out something that, like, who knows what the hell Black Desert's Endgame is. But see, the fact that I even have to guess and try to figure it out, it's not good. It's not good. Like, alright, so what else to do? Like, matter of fact, Guild Wars 2 was like that for a long time. You're like, well, what the hell is the end game? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the reasoning behind everything? Like, why am I here? Like, there should never be a point where you have to guess and you have to make up your own end game, Warframe, and actually do that. Like, there's just no reason for that. So, yeah. So, the last thing that I will actually talk about, as you see, we all got owned by the monster. Yeah, happens. Atmosphere. Now, atmosphere is very important in the game because that entails all of the previous 9 things. It needs to be very good. It needs to be forthcoming and fun, and you need to have an actual reason for being where you are. If you don't have a reason for being where you are, there is no reason at all to be. Like there's no reason to be in that game. Like why are you in that game? Like what are you doing in that game? Is there a reason why you're out there dying? Is there a reason why you're looking at graphics? Is there a reason why you have to deal with this story? What's the PvP like? What type of monetization can I afford this game? Is the community nice? What classes does it have? Do I like the class that I'm playing with? Trade skills. What can I make for free and not have to worry about paying to win? And if I do actually have to make something, can I sell it? Economy. And then after I do all these things, am I going to be badass in Endgame? See how all that flows together? So, atmosphere. That encompasses all of it. And if all of that works, then that makes a great game. And that makes a game be higher on the list than something else. So now you understand where I'm coming from with my top list. So when you see them, you already know where it came from. So you guys be legendary, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.